gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's time to make history. Coming up, our bragging rights main event of the evening. For the first time, the competition has staged a female main event showdown. This title attraction will be for the vacant Quest European Super Flyweight Championship. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please raise the roof and welcome our first challenger for the championship into the arena. From Worcester, please welcome Mel No Doubt Tout. And now it's time to welcome our second challenger for the championship into the arena. This fighter is already a two-division Quest champion and tonight bids to become a European champion. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, raise the roof and welcome Alice, the Little Monster Climpson. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, tonight's main event brought to you in association with RDX Sports, the official fight gloves of Quest, Boxfit UK, the UK's leading boxing equipment superstore. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, introducing to you first, our first challenger for the championship tonight, standing in and boxing out of the blue corner. Tonight, she comes to the ring wearing blue, white, and red, fighting out of Stourport Spartans Boxing Club. Please make some noise for Mel No Doubt Tout. And her opponents, standing across the ring and boxing out of the red corner. Tonight she comes to the ring wearing white, blue and gold and is a multi-division champion here at Quest. And tonight, biz to become a European champion, representing Next Gen Boxing Gym and Fitness in Eastbourne, presenting Alice, the Little Monster Climpson. Tonight's main event to be fought over 6 2-minute rounds. Our timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Peter McCann. Our referee in charge of the action, third man in the ring, to give his final instructions, Mr. Ken Curtis.
So, Seb, this is the one, or one of the main ones that we've been really waiting for. Alice Climpson versus Mel Tout. So I don't know a lot about Mel Tout. I've seen a few little clips of her, and she looks pretty handy, but I know a lot about Alice Climpson, and Alice Climpson has impressed me in every single one of her fights. But she's been inactive of late. She's had a bit of time out of the ring. So it's going to be interesting to see how that affects her. But this is a 6 2-minute rounds, obviously, for the European Super Flyweight title.
It's great to see a women's headline fight in Quest.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, do you know what, Seb? I've said it many times before. I think people sometimes they watch it and they go, "Oh, they're just saying it because it's women." Some of the women's fights that I've seen on Quest have been some of the best fights I've seen on Quest, and they tend to be all action and they tend to be exciting. So let's hope this one lives up to that and that we've not oversold it, Seb.
As you were speaking there, Tout landed a very lovely left foot. Slightly dizzier, but Alice was working it up. If I have noticed.
Yeah, Alice Climpson's one of those fighters that once the fuse gets lit, that's it, she goes. And once her hands start going, they will go for the full 6 rounds. I really like what Tout's doing, boxing really well from on the outside, and she will want to keep this pace. She'll want to. It seems to suit her, this slightly slower pace, keeping it at range. Whereas I get the impression Climpson would like to have it up close and personal.
Yeah, I see Alice Climpson's feet a lot more planted. She wants to sit down her shots. Mel Tout's a lot more bouncy. Then she wants to land her shots and leaves. Ken's not happy with the holding.
It's not very often that I sit here and just spectate rather than commentate. I suppose that is my job, isn't it, to commentate? But I'm just enjoying I'm trying to work out what they're trying to work out. They're sort of taking a bit of time to look at each other. And Climpson, as you see at the end there, that is what you usually see from her. I thought it would sort of catch fire a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, maybe they both burst first time they're really in 6 rounds. It's a lot of they work each other out.
Yeah. Which way have you gone with that one, Seb?
Probably lean towards Mel Tout. I feel like there's a tad more volume.
Yeah, I've gone the same, just based on the volume. But I think that Climpson needs to get herself going and start letting those hands go.
I think when Alice was planted her seat down inside the ball bottom, Mel Tout didn't like that too much. I think we're going to have to see a little bit more in this round earlier.
Yeah, I think this is a fight that Alice Climpson sort of got to make for herself. She's the one that's got her. She can't let Mel Tout just get away with just sort of staying at range and throwing shots. But she's also got to be careful coming in.
Alice is going to make this messy, I think. A messy fight will suit her a lot more.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's got to make it a little bit of a scrap and really coax Tout into a fight.
You don't want to box with a girl like Mel Tout. Just on she bounce all day like.
Yeah, and she lets her hands go, doesn't she? She doesn't just throw like a single shot. She'll go 1, 2, 3 and then move off. Good shot there from Climpson.
Bigger shots are coming from.
Yeah, really good work there from Climpson.
This is more like a
This is what she needs to do.
close.
Yeah.
See.
She needs. She went to go again. She needs to phase these attacks. She needs to go in, let those hands go 3, 4, 5, 6, move off, take a breath, go again, and then just keep those phases of pressure up, because we know what we've seen in the past, that she's got the fitness to do it. Obviously, with that bit of time out of the ring, she might be a little bit unsure herself, but I'm sure she'll have it in the tank.
Fight like this after 2-year layoffs is kudos to her.
Yeah,
It's
good
that
shot,
big
yeah.
right hand, Gladys.
Tout needs to keep an eye on that, because that's the third or fourth time she's caught with that shot now. See, when they're throwing their punches, Climpson's just that little bit more dynamic and a little bit more direct with the punches, which is why when they stand and trade together, Climpson comes off better. Good work there from Climpson.
Very good. Oh, shot.
Tout is out on her feet.
She's out of her feet.
So the towel's come in, and Karen Curtis has pulled it off. That was a fantastic array of punches that Climpson put together there. She had her hurt, and she did not stop throwing. Tout was in a bad way there, but up until that point, she was doing really well in the fight. I was going to say that I think Climpson has done enough to win the round, but all of a sudden she switched it on. And and that's what I said, is it? Once she goes, she just doesn't let off.
Tout with boxing, lovely.
Yeah, really good boxing.
I think the knock of the drugs go for the last 10 seconds, and then it all changed on its head.
Yeah.
That's why they call Alice a little boxer.
Yeah, the problem that Tout had there was that Climpson, when she throws those shots, like I said before, she's very dynamic, very direct with those punches. So sometimes where you get a punch landed, punch landed, punch landed, punch landed. When Climpson throws the shots, it's punch, 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 punch. And that's really hard to deal with, especially when you're as troubled as Tout was with those punches. Everyone that landed rocked her.
Yeah, she felt every one of those shots. Every one of those shots. Clinical, that's very clinical.
Yeah.
Boxing sample.
Climpson ecstatic and.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please show your appreciation for both boxers to cheer in the ring in our first time history-making main event. But ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our referee accepts the corner's retirement at the end of the second round. Your winner of the bout and the new Quest European Super Flyweight champion, Alice the Little Monster Climpson.
Well, one advert to go with this boxing, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And that is exactly why we were so excited about this fight, because what we'd seen of Tout, we knew that she was capable, and she showed that there. To do what she done against the fight of the standard that Climpson's at shows that she is a very capable fighter. But that is what Climpson's all about, Alice Climpson, and that's why she's called the Little Monster. She is a little monster, and once she gets going,